Hello. In this video I'm going to be discussing the Higgs boson and the Higgs field, where I think the scientists got it right, where I think the scientists got it wrong, and stuff in between. Well, where did the scientists get it right? Okay, so they had this theory of the Standard Model. Okay, it was incomplete. It was missing, the particle that gave mass to everything. They couldn't explain where the mass came from, okay? And so they found the Higgs boson. They found this. They found its mass. They found its location. So, congratulations on that. That's an extraordinary achievement to be able to build that machine and do what it does. But they still have some things fundamentally wrong, okay? First, their model explains 4%. 4%. All the physical matter that explains the 4%. Doesn't explain the rest, 96%. Dark matter, dark energy, which is pervasive. So I'm going to do their job for them and be the theoretical physicist and explain to them what the hell they're doing wrong, okay? And their experiments, they're accelerating these protons and stuff and smash them into each other, trying to see what it looked like at the very beginning. And they always claim the Big Bang, the Big Bang, the Big Bang this, the Big Bang that, okay? So, to find out where they're going in the wrong direction, all you have to do is look at what the consensus is, what they agree on, what everybody is saying, the Big Bang. So all you have to do to be correct is to do the exact opposite of them. It wasn't a Big Bang. There was never, it wasn't a Big Bang. There's something more to it. So this is what it actually is. It's nothing. It's pure nothing. In the beginning, there was nothing. Now, unfortunately for nothing, nothing is very unstable. Okay? And here's where the fun comes in. Alright, this Higgs boson might be responsible for starting off that chain reaction. Okay? But instead of a big bang, a big explosion as the scientists see it, and while it might appear to be a big bang because of the velocity of the matter project outwards, it's not a big bang, okay? In fact, it would be most accurately described as the Big Suck. It's the Big Suck, is what it is. It's nothing that becomes very unstable. Who knows? I mean, there might not be time there. Time might be totally different at that point. It could be, it could take no time at all, or it could take an eternity. But eventually, somewhere along that path, nothing can't stay there forever. A mere thought of a thought, and this is where consciousness comes into play, will disrupt that nothingness. So you could debate that part all you want, but the reality is, we're here. We have consciousness. So, basically, that explains where the dark matter and dark energy is coming from. That's why its mass is so big, is because that's what it all came from. All of the mass eventually has to equal nothing. See what I'm saying? So, the Higgs boson might disrupt that. And, then it just becomes nothingness imploding in on itself. And what we see as light and the physical world and all that, it's just the expression off of the Higgs field. That's all we're seeing is just those expressions of it. but it's basically just looping back around. Basically, it becomes a fractal. It becomes into existence, and then its symmetry is broken. It's fractal in nature. And then how far does the fractal rabbit hole go? It keeps on going. But it's always just going to be, constantly looping that. It's just a big feedback loop, is all it is. So, it wasn't the Big Bang, it was the Big Suck. That's where they have it wrong. That's where they will find me right. It's, the equation 5 divided by 3 equals infinity. The infinity part, the 1.666 until infinity, that's basically, if you were to put that onto a graph, it would make a nice curved spiral of time and space. And so, that's what it is. And where do the physicists have it wrong? Okay, they have it wrong with, they believe that they were going after a unifying theory of everything. But yet, if you ask them what's going on in the real world, how does this apply, I get a kick out of when they talk about the funding for these projects and then say, how can you justify that funding for the projects when you see people starving in the street and, there's homeless people, there's, riots everywhere. They'll find their justification for it. They will find their justification for the money. And they don't understand how, yes, they have the numbers, they got the numbers all worked out, but do they have the wisdom, the knowledge, they have the knowledge, but do they have the wisdom to implement that knowledge? And that's where I think they're missing. They're popping the champagne. They're happy that they discovered the Higgs boson, but they don't know what they've really discovered. So, the scientists are close, but they have some things fundamentally wrong. The answers, the way that they're doing it, is basically the opposite of how it was actually done. And so they will come up with these equations and numbers that are more and more intricate, more and more complex. But at the heart of it, it all boils down to 5 divided by 3 equals infinity. Peace out.